Hey everybody, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me. As you can see by this very flat, empty journal cover, I didn't quite make it. But it is Halloween and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to show them how far I got because actually I got a lot farther than I thought I was going to. I have to finish the spine, but I pretty much got the signatures done. So I wanted to show you guys. Look at that. I mean, it's going to be chunky. It's going to be chunky. Definitely. But that's what it'll be when it's done. 3 signatures, and that's my cover. And because I put a bunch of those 3D pockets in here, probably more than I should have, that's why it's so fat. Definitely more than I should have, that's why it's so fat. But I put a bunch of those in here. So what I have decided to do is I'm going to make a little writing board to go along with this journal, so that when you come across a page that you want to journal on, but there's stuff behind it that pops off the page and makes it weird, you'll be able to tuck the board in there. I thought I had it, but I can't seem to find it. It's like not sitting here. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to show you the signatures. So here's the first of the 3D pockets. This would be signature number 1. So when you open the book, this is what you'll see. As you can see, I made a bunch of ruffles to go in here because I love them. And I took some odds and ends and Halloween decorations and backed them to make some interesting shaped journaling tags or bookmarks. So he just slides right down in there. This is held closed by this sticker. And when you open it up, I have not filled every single little pocket, but I have put all kinds of ephemera in here. And a lot of them I went ahead and backed. They were double-sided. So it said Halloween party, and then you flipped it over, it said Halloween party again. And I figured it would be fun to have different shaped journaling cards. So these little things come out. Some of them have been backed and some of them have not. So if you want, you can use it as a journaling card. And then the ones that haven't been backed, you could glue into the book somewhere, presumably. There's some journaling space here. This one has also been backed. And it just slides in there. There's nothing in this pocket, so free for you to put something in. And then I put a collage masterboard card in that pocket. Okay, and then this closes up and in we go. All right, so here's an up tuck with a little envelope that pops open and there's a little pad in here. So it flips and you've got these little, and I put little decorations on the pages and I made sure that when you flipped up, they were right side up. So, and then you just close it up with that and tuck it under there. Here's some journaling paper. And like I was saying, this is where I was talking about using that board because there's little 3D spiders here. So this is going to be really hard to write on this side of this page. But my thought was to provide a stiff board, kind of like what I used for the inside cover. This inside cover is a piece of cardboard covered with cloth. And that's what I was going to do, something like that. And that way you would have it and you could slide it between the pages like this. And then it would give you a board to write against, a flat board to write against. So I'm going to make one of those to go with this journal. And then here's just some journaling paper. There's a card in here. Okay, and that's a belly band that tucks down there. This side has a tag. And then we have some more journaling paper here and here. Here's another 3D pocket. So this one opens up. There is a tag in there. And as if I don't have enough 3D, there's a 3D sticker on it. There is, I'll get back to that. I did back this cat, so you can journal on the back of him. And then we have a little Halloween party ticket, which you can also journal on the back of. Goes right in that up tuck. And then we have, this flips down, and down here there's a tag. I keep forgetting there's things that flip down. So there's a tag there. And then we flip this up and it closes back up. And then it's tucked in as a pocket, I think. Yeah, a pocket. And then we have this little pumpkin guy. And he has been backed so that you can write on him. Okay, and then we go here, and here's an open pocket. I may stick some folded up paper or something down in there, but otherwise I'm leaving the open pockets open. I've used as much, I can't get any more out of what I've got. So here we've got a card that I made out of a scrap of scrapbook paper. And that just goes up here. I've put some ink on the back of the textured paper just to bring the dots out. Of course, you can journal on that. This has just been left to decorate. Here we've got a couple of tags. This one needs a little bit of a something. Oh wait, you know what? I've got some. Here, I've got some strips. So maybe we'll, if I find any with holes in them as we go. Oh, you're not going to cooperate with me, are you? That's probably more than long enough. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to tuck this in here real quick. And we'll just staple it and move on. Okay. And then these go in here. He's got a little bat and some journaling space on the back. And there's a little bit of journaling space there. And moving right along, this says, it got tucked under there because I glued this down first and then put the ruffle on, and I glued it too far over. So it says, keep calm and eat candy. I thought it was cute with the startled pumpkin there. All right, and then we've got some journaling paper here, which keeps getting folded wrong. Not really sure what's going on with that one, but it might be that. Once it gets sewn in, it'll stay. Okay, and there's our signature center. More journaling paper. And here's our little flip out. I don't have anything in this pocket. I do have a towel in this pocket, which I want to glue something to the top of. Okay, so that's going to get a topper on it because it's actually about the same height as the pocket. So when it gets a topper, it'll stick up out of there. And then this flips over. Oops. Oh, sorry, that one's glued in. That's right. Okay, so there's journaling space there. And then if you flip it this way, there's journaling space here. Okay, and then we flip this over and we have a flip down. And some paper here. And this is a little flippy pad with all different size pieces of coffee dyed paper in it. And then, of course, you can journal underneath on the white. And some more dyed paper for journaling. Here's one of our little Halloween decorations with journaling paper on the back. This is a belly band if you wanted to stick something in here. Okay, the orange paper, I looked at it and said you could write on it. So I didn't do anything to it. I just left it because I figured you can write on that. And then we have this guy. And I could have put a ruffle on the side of that orange paper, but I was getting a little poofy, guys. And then here's another up tuck, which doesn't have anything in it. And then that's the back of the first signature. So that will be the first signature in the book. Now, moving right along, I'm going to set these off to the side, off camera, and that way they're out of the way as we go. Okay, the next signature you would come into would be this one, and here you would start off with this pocket, says Happy Halloween, and here's a card. There's a tuck here. These I was going to do some fancy folded paper for, and I haven't done that yet. So before I sew it together or after I sew it together, I'll tuck some extra little goodies in here. Okay, and then we have, this is a flip out pocket and there's a card in there. And it's decorated on the back and front. Okay, let's move down a little bit until we have a flip down. This flips open and we've got a couple of cards in here with space to write on the back. Okay, and even some of these pockets, like this one has lines on it, it's light enough. You could write on the pocket if you wanted to. We got this little tuck with the owls stacked on a pumpkin and a little card in there. And here's some more journaling space. Here we have another one of these backed bookmark things. Just in case you're curious, these came with little treat boxes, and you were supposed to stick, the treat box was shaped like a little skeleton, and then you were supposed to stick this in, and it was supposed to give the treat box a head, right? Like, so it went down in the treat box like that. Sorry, I know I was doing it like this, like you could see. And I just turned them into like little, I figured bookmarks. Like you tuck it in there and then you, and then here's another one of our little skeletons with paper on the back. And I covered up the holes. They were supposed to be a streamer, so you string them all together. So they have holes in the top. And this one I put a bow on. Okay, and then there's those guys in a little belly band. And here we have a tag. Some of the tags are more plain. I just liked the paper and I didn't want to cover it up too much. Here's another one of these odd-shaped journaling cards that I made out of a Halloween decoration. And he just tucks right in there. And of course, all this stuff is move it wherever you want. Here's a little flip up. You can journal on here. Okay, and then this is another 3D pocket. So we have, it flips open. Uh-oh. That's not good. Did I not put glue on the back of that? I must have just stuck it down, hoped for the best. See, this is why I don't trust sticker glue. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so it opens up like that. This closes that. And then you've got a tuck here that I didn't put anything in. She flips down. There's a tuck here with a little guy in it. And I backed him. You can write on him. And then up here, we've got one of those collage masterboard cards that I put a witch on. And you can write on the back of that. We flip this up. And over we go. We have a pocket here. Here is our signature center. Just a little graveyard. And then over here we have another pocket with a couple of tags in it. And then here is a book in a pocket. This one has, I did not glue that as a belly band. This one has stuff in it. I don't know. Some of it's backed, some of it's not. So this is Bobbing for Apples. That's backed. This little skull tucks behind this gravestone. He's not backed. He's just there. If you wanted to move him and glue him somewhere, you could. On these, I did not back this. And I'm going to tell you, it's because I didn't feel like cutting it out. This is a piece of that candy. And the holes, like I said, it was supposed to be a streamer. And then it's backed for writing on. So you've got that over there. And then over here, we've got a pumpkin, and he is not backed. So you can, you know, do what you want with him. And then this little booklet goes in this pocket, which is gusseted. That's a gusseted pocket, which is why I stuck that in there. Okay, and then we flip this over, and on this side, this is a double pocket. So there's a pot. This was an envelope, and I glued the envelope down as a pocket. So there's a pocket in the back, and then there's a pocket here in front of that where the envelope is. And this is just a plain, I was going to say, for some reason it won't go in there. And not sewn together, this is, of course, moving all over the place. So, yeah, I got as far as I could, guys, and I was like, I gotta get it filmed. I gotta show them what I did. I got it basically finished. Here's another 3D. This is a belly band for, you know, whatever. It's partially full. It's not totally full. So you can, of course, add things. Here's some of the ones that aren't backed. This is ephemera from the Happy Halloween kits. There were 2 kits that I used to build this, the papers and stuff that I had left over. And I put a lot of the ephemera in here for for whoever to use as they see fit. This has glitter on the one side. The ones in this one are not backed. Here's a little tag. Oh, and the poem. I don't know if you guys remember when we went through here. Here's the little girl being chased by the snail, and this is the poem that was with the picture. I included it. So, yeah. So there's the tag. And oh no, this one closes that way. So this goes like this, and then this goes like this. And he tucks under the little spider's belly. Barely, but he catches there, so. Okay, and then we have journaling paper. Here we have, again, this is another little 3D thing, so you wouldn't be able to write there. So that's what that board will be for. And then this has a tag back here. A lot of the tags were made from offcuts. I just took offcuts of the scrapbook paper and made tags out of them. Okay. And then this is the paper that goes there. And then we have another tuck. So this is the front of the back. And then here, this little piece of a haunted house, and there's journaling paper on the back of that. And that's the end of the second signature. And as you can see, again, I did ruffles. I love ruffles. They get me in a lot of trouble because they have a tendency to help make my book fat, but I love them anyway. Okay, and then this one starts with a 3D booklet that is also glued in as a belly band, but the things I tucked in here don't go all the way across, so they're just sticking out the one side. So this opens up like this. Again, it folds down. We have a starry-eyed pumpkin in here with no backing. I think later on we have a starry-eyed pumpkin with backing. So you have one of each. And then we have a little piece of candy. There's no backing on the candy, but the back's white, so you can still write on it. Okay, and then there's a pocket here if you want to stick something in there. And then we have this Ghosts and Goblins. It is also double-sided. You could do what you wanted with it. One side has glitter. Okay, and there's a bunch of little fun signs. This little Candy I Love Gone Too Soon is a pocket. And there's a couple little Happy Halloween party costume little signs in here that you could use in the book as you see fit, or whoever sees fit. Okay, and that just closes like that. And then tucked in here we have another pumpkin backed with paper, and this sign that you saw as a belly band earlier is a journaling card here. Okay, and then we just tuck those in there. They kind of fit all the way through, but you know. Okay, and then going into signature 3, we have this little card backed with some nice coffee dyed paper, more ruffles, journaling paper. The lime green, again, I feel like can be journaled on, but just in case you needed more journaling space. We've got a little pocket here if you wanted to tuck in a little secret. I've put a little boo ticket in there. There's a mini pad. Okay, so this flips up. There's a mini pad on the flip up. Okay, all the way down to a green piece of paper in the back, right? And then this flips up and there's a piece of paper glued here. So lots of journaling space there. Okay, and then you've got a tuck here, and this opens up and you've got a little tag in there. More journaling paper. 2 more little tags there. And then this is a double pocket. So I've got a card back here. And here's a little graveyard card there. Okay, and this pocket has a tuck in the front. So you have this little card in the front on the tuck. And then this little tag in the back. There's a pocket here. And then here our signature center is, we have the graveyard again, and then we have the haunted house. Okay, so that's there. And then we have some more of our little friendly spiders. Okay, here's our starry-eyed pumpkin with paper to back. Here is our other little piece that needs a, oh my goodness, my glue. Not even using it really. Okay, here's our other tag with a hole. I knew I had 2 of these. So let me just quick string a thing through here. And a lot of the ephemera for this is decorated ephemera that was pre-made. So the pockets and things, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't mind the fact that like this tag sits down here and this sits down here and you've got all that open space. They don't cover the page, and I'm okay with that. You still got lots of stuff that you can do with it. But I had made a lot of this ephemera ahead of time, and I was using what I had rather than getting more stuff. Here we have a flip out and a flip down. This, oh, I forgot to finish this. This is going to be journaling space and a flippy pad. Sorry, guys. There was an unfinished item. Okay, and then here we have a tag in that little pocket. Journaling paper. Okay, and here's the other side of our piece. This flips out, continuous almost. And then it can go over this way, and you can make little notes in the orange around the stickers. Excuse me for just a second. Oh, man. Okay, and then I haven't sewn it together yet, so this is kind of sitting up like that, because when I sew it, I'm going to sew it like that, and then I'll close it. Okay, and then we have our bats. Here's another one of the 3D pockets. It's glued down as a pocket, so it has a tag back here. And then when you flip it up, there is a Happy Halloween. You can choose glitter or not glitter. Okay, and then down here, we've got a pocket down here with a Collage Masterboard card in it. Over here is a corner pocket that you could tuck something small in. Actually, I have something small to tuck in there, and I don't know where it went. Does this fit on here? Maybe we'll tuck that in there and get the other. I don't know. Anyway, here's a little tag. He doesn't fit in there. He's actually I'm going to keep him over here. So this pocket doesn't have anything. This has a flippy pad. So we got a few pieces of coffee dyed paper and a piece of green dyed paper there to journal on. And then this flips back closed and tucks in under the trick or treat. And then we have the coffee dyed paper. And that brings us to the end of the book, guys. So this is the Halloween book that I said that I would show you on Halloween. This is as far as I got. I did my best to try and finish it so that I could get a video up on Halloween to show you what I did with all of the stuff that we made in our Making with Our Mess Halloween series. And this is where I got to, guys. So I just have to sew the signatures in, and this journal is ready to go. And I hope you guys liked how it turned out, and I will see you guys in the next Making with My Mess. Bye-bye.